Right now, there are more than 8 billion humans on Earth. And if you looked at all of them from space, you'd see something strange. Some people have very dark skin. Some have very light skin. And between those extremes are thousands of different shades. It's so common that most of us never stop to ask why. Why aren't humans all the same color? At first, the answer seems obvious. Different places, different people. But that doesn't really explain anything. Because if you go back far enough, every human alive today shares the same ancient story. A story that begins under a brutal African sun. Imagine standing on an open savanna hundreds of thousands of years ago. No sunscreen, no hats, no air-conditioned buildings, just endless sunlight beating down on your skin day after day. For our ancestors, the sun wasn't just something that lit up the sky. It was a force powerful enough to shape the human body itself. And in that environment, darker skin wasn't a cosmetic feature. It was survival. The pigment called melanin acted like a natural shield. It helped protect the body from dangerous levels of ultraviolet radiation. Without enough protection, the sun could damage the body in ways that made survival and reproduction harder. For thousands of generations, natural selection favored humans with skin that could withstand the intense African sunlight. And for a very long time, that worked. Then humans did something unexpected. They left. Small groups began moving farther and farther away from Africa, across deserts, through forests, into regions their ancestors had never seen before. And as they traveled north, something began to change. The sun grew weaker, not because the sun itself changed, but because the angle of its light did. The farther humans moved from the equator, the less ultraviolet radiation reached the ground. At first, that might sound like a good thing. Less dangerous sunlight, less risk. But evolution had just created a new problem. The same dark skin that protected humans in Africa now made it harder to produce enough vitamin D in places with limited sunlight. And vitamin D is not optional. Without enough of it, bones weaken, growth suffers, health declines. For the first time, the trait that once helped humans survive could become a disadvantage. And so evolution did what it always does. It adapted. Over thousands of generations, populations living in lower UV environments gradually developed lighter skin. Not because lighter skin was better, not because darker skin was worse, but because different environments rewarded different traits. The sun was quietly rewriting the human body. And it wasn't happening in just one place. It was happening all across the planet. Different climates, different levels of sunlight, different evolutionary pressures, each population following its own path, creating the incredible range of human skin tones we see today. The strangest part is this. The differences that seem so important now are actually incredibly small. Beneath every shade of skin, humans are overwhelmingly alike. The colors we see are the result of tiny genetic adjustments made over thousands of years. Adjustments shaped by geography, sunlight, and survival. In a way, human skin color is one of the oldest maps ever created, a record of where our ancestors lived, the sunlight they faced, and the journeys they took. Every shade tells part of the same story. A story that began under one sky, with one species, trying to survive on a changing planet.